welcome you back in to Claude Mann Stadium, David Alpe Field, the opening of the brand new press box and the first home game of the year for the Leopards as they get ready to take on the Lakeside Rams. Ron, when you were talking to Coach Plumlee, you talked about, and he said the old heads and playing both ways. That's a good segue into our isolated player of the game this week. Is going to be senior number 21, Jacobe Hart, who you'll see play in the secondary on defense. Great at playing the pass as well as coming up, stopping the run, as well as spend some time back in the backfield as a tailback for us as well.
It wouldn't surprise me to see him put him out as a wideout occasionally too, because he's got decent hands. That particularly, and not knowing who's here and who's not, we can check the roster and kind of leave it at that. But there's going to be some gaps to fill, Ben, that some people are going to have to fill in. And it's like Coach said last week, we had kids that would, playing in positions like Carradine had not played. I think it was who he was talking about, the middle linebacker.
Yeah.
Hadn't, you don't have any reps in practice and whatever. And all of a sudden, hey, Carradine, you're a Mike linebacker.
Yeah, and one of the things that worked for us last year against Lakeside was the run. We did run. That was this was Cedric's coming out party.
Yes,
really. Yeah. I mean, he had 130 yards rushing, on 15, 17 attempts, something like that. This was really the first game where he kind of exploded, and we saw what we thought he had the potential to be, and that was all through the on the ground, because through the air I think we only completed one pass all night last year.
Yeah.
And so I would not be at all surprised to see us try to pound the football a little bit, but I do think that Cedric's experience is going to be, I think that we're going to be better than 1 for 11. But where Jacobe fits in is when both things that we're talking about here. Establish the run. I think that Jacobe may be our most physical running back that we have. He enjoys the contact. And so I think that this is a good matchup for him on the offensive side of the ball. And then when we talk about cover two and quarters play, we're talking about safeties playing back. And how important is the safety play going to be? So he's going to be extremely important on both sides of the ball.
Captain's meeting at center field. Braxton Allen coming out to represent the Leopards. Seth Daniel for the Rams. Leopards won the toss, deferred to the second half. The Rams will receive and will be going from east to west.
I'll ask you both this question quickly. This is basically Ced's team this year. Last year as a freshman, it was him and Braxton in and out and whatever. Now we've got Braxton out there on the split out, and we got a 6'3", and a half big healthy kid that can do it. How much confidence, and what do you guys think that really helped Ced get ready, knowing this was his team?
Well, I think last year, you think about who he had on the outside last year. He had Dallas Lewis, who was a very similar build to Braxton. I think being able to have Braxton out there and have some confidence that maybe we can throw some of those lobs, some of those deep passes down the sideline, because this offense loves to throw the fade. Yeah. That's one thing that Coach Plumlee really likes to do. And if you have a guy that's 6'3", 6'4", that's certainly a weapon that most teams in the state of Arkansas don't have.
Right. Yeah.
And so to have that guy that can get, and Braxton's a good athlete. He plays basketball. He can jump. So it's not just 6'3" and being long.
Right.
He can get up there and jump and go contest for balls.
He just didn't have Dallas' speed, but that he was Dallas kind of a rarity in that kid could really go and had good hands.
And if you have listened to us, if Glen Rose, it was almost the whole game was, run. And then if you listen to us last week, almost the whole game was the ball was in the air. Ced was, airing it out. So just showed the versatility of being able to do both.
And we kind of knew that from the coaches' show last week that Coach Plumlee was talking about, the gaps that they're going to keep everything in front of them, and play a lot of cover two and whatever. So, that didn't surprise me just from, the time I'd spent with him. And this staff is really good about taking what they give you, taking advantage of it.
And I wonder if we're not going to be a little bit more balanced than we have in the first two, because Glen Rose, you expect to have a bit of a size advantage. You expect to have a bit of a man-to-man advantage. And so you run the football when you have a man-to-man advantage. Lake Hamilton was the exact opposite, right? They had they were much bigger than us. You expect to try to throw. Lakeside's a little different. Lakeside's a team that's maybe a little bit more matched up evenly, and so you wonder if maybe we're going to be more balanced in this game than we have in the previous two.
I've been I drop by some practices during the summer and whatever, and there's a part of this offense people haven't seen yet. And I'll leave it at that, okay?
As
Ben's down there laughing and grinning.
As the Leopards get ready to kick the ball off, I do want to take an opportunity as we get started to thank a couple local businesses. Jimmy's Chicken for donating food for the hospitality room. It was fantastic. And Larry's Pizza for donating pizza up here for the press box and all the folks up here. And we really appreciate y'all and what y'all do for our community and always being there to help out our district and help out our kids. So we really appreciate it.
And, while we're thinking, I don't think that we have the first 2 weeks. Thank you to the Laverns, Mary and Steve. Without them, the broadcast would not be possible, and they do a fantastic job keeping us rolling, keeping us on the air, and providing all the technology and the technical support, because we wouldn't be able to do it without them, I can promise you that.
For 20 years and counting.
Yeah, well, I'm just here to talk. I'm not here to do the technology.
No.
Jesus Rodea has the ball teed up for the Leopards, and for the first time in this new press box, Ben, it's about to be
Showtime.
As a little switcheroo, Keith Carradine ends up kicking it off, but we have an offsides on the Leopards. I think got a little antsy as Jesus approached to act like he was going to kick it. Keith dropped behind, a little surprise maneuver, and the Leopards jumped.
And, that's going to be kind of interesting because it really leaves you with two different options, because Jesus was really kind of doing the sky kick against Glen Rose, and Keith showed that he can actually kick the ball, past the 20 to the 15 to the 10. And so if you can force them to play up and play back, you can maybe create some difficulty in deciding how they're going to return the kicks.
Not only that, it improved the field position. I mean, on our side, they were starting deeper than they ever did at Glen Rose.
Absolutely. So we back it up 5, and we get ready to do it again. As Rodea approaches. For the second time, it is showtime. Here we go.
There it is.
Ball bounds down to about the 15-yard line where it's dropped by the returner. He's now picked it up, moving to the right. Still trying to look for room as the Leopards' kickoff coverage was all over him. Great play there by Braylon Watson.
We mentioned after Glen Rose, one of the things that we really had to work on was the kick coverage, and it was much better against Lake Hamilton. And I know that he bobbled it and dropped it and had to pick it up, but even still, the coverage and the pursuit was fantastic. It's something that you could tell was a point of emphasis after the Glen Rose game.
Yeah, everybody holding their lanes, playing their lanes.
Will Ross brings his team to the line. He'll be joined in the backfield by Isaac Eccles to his right. Lakeside's going to have twins right, split left, up back on the left side. Man comes in motion. Give is to the tailback up the middle. He's going to be hit and dropped after a gain of, looks like, 1, where it will be second. Well, never mind, a gain of 2. It's going to be 2nd and 8 from the 13-yard line.
Yeah, and that's Isaac Eccles. He was their starting running back last year and had a pretty good game against us, but they primarily kept it in the air. I bet they go to the air here.
Twins right, split left. Eccles to the back, or to the left of Ross. Here's the snap. Ross looking to throw. He's going to be
Great
hit.
pressure.
And as the ball gets out, he does get the pass away, but it is definitely affected there by Charles Sanders, who gets in on Ross.
Charles is a guy that has really, his body has gotten so much bigger than it was,
Wow.
when he was with the team earlier. And part of that's a really, really good weight program that we've put in since Coach Plumlee's been here.
3rd and 8 from the 13. Twins right, split left. Eccles will be to the left of Ross, up back to the left as well, as they look back to Coach McBride for the play. 7 on the play clock. Here's the snap. Ross looking to throw. Out route is going to be low. Does look like they're going to say he was able to haul it in, but he's going to be short of the first down. Going to be about 4th and 2 from the 19-yard line.
Back talking about Sanders, I was walking down the street, and he come walking, and I tell you, that's a big kid. That's a big, well-built kid.
He is, and he's also long. He's got
long.
long arms.
Yeah.
Lakeside on to punt. Dante Reed back deep for the Leopards. Snap is good. Punt is away.
Good punt.
Going to land about the 38-yard line and go out of bounds right there where the Leopards will take over 1st and 10.
One of the things that I thought was really good on the 3rd down play was number 34, Braylon Watson. He's playing some linebacker. And with Jabri out, he's probably going to be playing a lot of linebacker for a little bit.
Yeah.
But he did a great job. We talk about staying in front. You want the guy to stay in front, know where the sticks are. We talk about situational awareness with offensive players knowing where the sticks are. Defensive players need to know where the sticks are because you want to keep that guy from getting past, obviously, the first down marker. And Braylon's body was on the first down marker, so he knew exactly where he did not want that other guy to go.
Braylon did an excellent job on the previous series when he was in there for the tackle, too.
Simmons brings him to the line, and as Ron predicted, Jacobe split out, and it will be a little toss to him around the left side. He's going to pick up, looks like, 1 yard, where it'll be 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line.
Yeah, I think we're going to see, a lot of Jacobe because he's physical. I think that one of the issues that we may have over Lakeside is Lakeside's not known to be a physical bruising team, and generally speaking, the most physical team has a great chance to win the football game. And I think, that's a great game plan for us is to just try to out physical Lakeside tonight.
Leopards come to the line, twins left, split right. Going to have 2 up backs to the right. Simmons brings a man in motion, fakes the give to Hart looking to throw. He's going to be hit, trying to fight off of it, but not able to. He's going to be dropped all the way back to the 30. Big play there by the Lakeside defense.
Yeah, was that a corner blitz or that off the end, Ben? I couldn't really tell.
It was a safety blitz.
Safety blitz, okay.
Yeah, it's senior Jake Brown.
That's going to
I just looked up and he was already in the backfield.
Yes, he was. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 17 from the Leopards as the ball's back now on the 31-yard line. Going to have twins right, split left, Asher the up back on the right side, Hart to the right of Simmons. Fakes the give to Hart, looking to run now around the right side. He's going to be run out of bounds after a short gain just short of the 35-yard line.
And that's going to be a situation, I think, when they look at it on film. You have Carter Martin with one-on-one coverage. You're probably not going to pick up the first down with your legs.
Yeah.
It gives you an opportunity if you go ahead and sling it out there. Worst case scenario, it's a short punt, because you had Carter going toward the boundary. So I think that's one where maybe you let it fly and see where the chips land after that.
4th and 13 from the 35-yard line. Dante Reed drops back into punt formation. Looks like there's some confusion about who's going to be on the field for the Leopards, so they will take their first time out of the night. With 9:14 left in the first quarter, score is 0-0. We'll be back after this.
Farmers Bank and Trust is proud to bring you Kasasa. What's Kasasa? It's an easy way to earn cash, no talent necessary. It's like a participation trophy that's actually worth something. You do everyday things, we reward you in cash each month. That's free Kasasa checking. Ask for free Kasasa checking at Farmers Bank and Trust.
Welcome you back into Claude Mann Stadium. 9:14 left in the first quarter. Dante Reed on to punt for the Leopards as they face a 4th and 13. Isaac Eccles back deep to receive for the Rams. Snap is good. Punt is away. Kind of a wobbly kick. Going to land around the 45-yard line and was going to go backwards, but nicely done by McCoy there to catch it and not let it go too bad. Going to be about the 46-yard line for the Rams.
So this is really the first time where a team's had good field position at any point, because, obviously they got a 3 and out and they started deep. And we had okay field position, but we certainly didn't have it near midfield. And so this is, kind of putting our defense behind the 8 ball a little bit.
1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Ross brings his team to the line. They're going to have twins right, split left, up back on the right side. Eccles to the left of Ross. Here's the snap. Give is to Eccles looking to run off the right side. Not a lot there. Ball comes out. And I believe the Leopards have recovered. And they do. Fumble there. Nice play by the Leopards, and they recover, Ron.
Yeah, I tell you what, when I guess that was, Isaac Eccles went across there. He didn't look to be like he ever completely was comfortable with the ball, Ben. He ran into one of his own men, and then we smacked him, and big turnover. This will turn the field over back in our favor real quick, won't it?
It sure would. And how about Isaiah Beard landing on it? He was not able to play last week.
Yep.
He's back, and so
back.
what a great opportunity for him, to come in and right out of the gate come up with a big play.
First and 10 from the 45-yard line. Twins right, split left. Asher the up back on the right side. Here's the snap. Give is to Carradine. Has to make a man miss immediately. Unable to make the second one miss, though. He's going to be dropped for about a 4-yard loss all the way back to the 49-yard line.
I think Lakeside kind of understood the situation for us.
Yeah.
They looked at the stats last year. We were able to run it. They probably figured that we were going to try to run the football. They looked geared to stop the run today, despite the fact that we threw it almost exclusively last week. I think they guessed right about the way we were going to approach the game.
Yeah, and their rushers are hitting the gaps too.
Now 2nd and 14. Here's the snap. Give is to Carradine looking to run off the right side. Not a lot there. Man, he is hit and dropped for a loss of 1 there, and the Leopards are going backwards.
That's William Perigo. He's probably their best defensive player. He was one of their best defensive players last year. He returns. He had a pretty good game against us last year as well. So he's definitely one to watch out for. They were in a 3-man front, and I thought we were going to have an opportunity to get some holes right there. But Perigo really closed that gap, and he laid the lumber pretty good.
Yeah, they were in a stack 3 with three linebackers behind the 3 down linemen, and filled the gap is true.
3rd and 15 from the 50 here as the Leopards are trying to capitalize off the Ram turnover. Going to have Twins left, split right, up back to either side. And it looks like the Leopards will have to take their second time out of the night. With 7:40 left in the first quarter, score is 0-0. We'll be back after this.
Welcome to Larry's.
Hey guys, my name is Garrett, and I've been coming to Larry's Pizza here in Malvern ever since it opened. My favorite is baked potato, chicken honey mustard. I love it. Come on down to Larry's.
It's so good you don't even know.
Larry's Pizza has buffet Tuesday and Friday nights starting at 5 p.m. Call us here at Larry's Pizza for all your specialty and game day pizza needs.
We want the Malvern Leopards to have a successful football season.
Go Leopards!
Welcome you back into Claude Mann Stadium, David Alpe Field. DeGrassi gets set up to kick off for the Rams as they have taken the first lead of the game, 7-0 over the Leopards with 5:42 left in the first quarter. Kick is a sky kick, going to be caught around the 25-yard line by Carter Martin. He tries to get forward across the 30, down to about the 33-yard line, where the Leopards will take over 1st and 10 from there.
There are a couple of things for a sky kick to really be effective. One of them, obviously, is height. You got to get the ball up. That's why it's called a sky kick. But in addition to that, if you can get it close to the boundary, which is exactly what happened there. I think we may have only been 4 yards maybe from being out of bounds. You pin that returner with nowhere to go, and then obviously the third part of that would be really good coverage. And they hit all of those marks. Ball was kicked right at the boundary, got good hang time, great coverage.
It's like good hang time on a punt. Same principle. Good point.
1st and 10 for the Leopards. Here's the snap. Give is up the middle to Hart, I believe, as he crosses over the 35-yard line down to around the 37-yard line.
So there's our isolated player of the game. We fully expected him to see quite a few snaps on both sides of the ball, and that's really almost been our Achilles heel is how much we've had to play. But the good thing about running back for us is we're actually pretty deep at that position.
2nd and 6 from the 37-yard line. Going to have it split out to the left. Oh, here's the snap. It is Simmons on the run. He's going to cross over the 40-yard line, which is going to bring up a 3rd and short for the Leopards.
Which is good for us, It would be interesting to see how Coach Plumlee handles this. Either way, I think that there's a really good chance that it's going to be in Cedric's hands. It could be either a sprint-out pass option type play, or it could be just a straight quarterback run. I would almost assume that it would be a pass or a Cedric run on right here.
Twins to the left. 2 upbacks join the backfield with Simmons. Power run up the middle here looking for room. He's going to cross the 45-yard line and will have enough for the first down.
And that's what it was. It was a Simmons run. I think what I got from last week was that Coach Plumlee, like you said, Ron, was he was going to put this team on Cedric's shoulders a little bit, and we saw that last week. And that's a situation. 3rd and 3, you put it on your quarterback's shoulders and say, "Go get me 3 yards."
I'll tell you what, our left guard and our center did an awful good job there, opening the hole too and holding it open.
And a really good job by Coach Pennington, because we had a lot of turnover on the offensive line, and these guys are coming together pretty quickly.
1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Trips left. Here's the snap. Going to be a little pitch to Malik Relaford looking for room around the left side. He's going to drag a man forward for about 3 yards to the 49-yard line.
Once again, Ben, that shows you something that the vertical speed of Lakeside, they're just getting quicker. I mean, a few years ago, I mean, he'd been gone. I mean, it's just the difference of the athletes that Coach McBride's got out there playing for him and the way they're coaching them up.
Yeah, and Malik's another one of those guys that we're going to see, both ways, and there he is on offense.
Simmons brings him to the line. We're going to have twins right, split left, 2 up backs to either side of Simmons.
Man-to-man coverage on both of these guys on the bottom of the screen.
Yeah.
Here's the snap. Simmons looks to throw. Now he's going to tuck it. Not a lot there. He's going to be hit and drop for a loss all the way back down to the 46-yard line.
And you could tell he was looking in that direction. They were going to try, I think, maybe a fade to one of those two guys. I couldn't tell if it was going to be the inside receiver, the outside receiver, but just too much pressure to get the throw off.
Blitzing those linebackers, just like Coach said they were going to. I mean, they're sending them.
That'll bring up a 3rd and 10. Now back to the original line of scrimmage of the 46-yard line. Simmons brings them to the line. Leopards shuffling around a little bit. Looks like we're going to have twins right, split left. 2 up backs to the right of Simmons. Here's the snap. Simmons rolls right, looking to throw.
There it is. There's a deep throw.
Deep
Going for
ball,
Dante.
looking for Carter Martin.
wow.
He's got it.
Wow.
He kind of snuck right under behind Dante Reed, and he makes a huge catch down to the 21-yard line. First down, Leopards.
I'm not sure that was actually intended for him. I think it may have been intended for
I think it's a
Dante,
decoy play, because Sid put it right where it had to be, Ben.
But it was it turned out great either way. But one thing I do know is that Lakeside certainly thought that Dante was the wide receiver, the intended wide receiver, because they all ran directly to him, and Martin just ran right underneath there and snatched it up.
1st and 10 from the 21-yard line. Got twins left, up back to either side of Simmons as he's joined in the backfield by Hart. Ball hits off one of the up backs, picked up by Simmons. He's going to just try to get what he can get and does a nice job of getting back for a very short loss close to the line of scrimmage, and when a flag is going to fly.
And we're clapping, so I'm going to assume that a Lakeside player said something off color. Because Simmons was, I believe it may have been Dante. These numbers sometimes run together, but I think it was said, started clapping. So will be interesting. But I got to believe it's going to be against Lakeside.
Also, a veteran move by Sid there. Once he started talking, he told the rest of the team to get back and don't say anything. We don't want offsetting. We want to move the ball forward.
And that's the sort of leadership you want out of a quarterback, and
particularly a sophomore.
And to get it out of a sophomore bodes well for the next 2 years, doesn't it?
What? Are you giving us a call?
I think it was unsportsmanlike down to the 11-yard line.
I could go bubble dial on him right there, didn't no?
1st and 10 now for the Leopards. Got a man split out to the left, another man in tight. 2 up backs to the left and Hart to the left of Simmons. Power formation. Here's the snap. Simmons rolling left, run all the way. He gets forward, lowers his shoulder, and gets across the 10-yard line.
One of the things that a 3-3 does is it makes it very difficult on the offensive line to determine who exactly they're supposed to block.
Exactly.
We played a very similar front against Whitehall when I was playing center for the Leopards here, and it is an extremely difficult defense to block from, because a lot of times there's nobody lined up on you,
right, and
there's nobody lined up on your shoulder, and sometimes there's not even a linebacker in front of you, so it leaves you completely blind about who you're going to be blocking.
2nd and 9 from the 10. Twins left, split right, up back to either side of the line. Brings a man in motion. It is Bud. Now a little pitch under to Malik Relaford. He's got a lot of room. He crosses 5. Touchdown Leopards. What a play design there.
That was absolutely gorgeous. We had motion going one way, almost like there was a second fake, and then coming around the backside was Malik. And so you had 2 different guys look like they were going to get the ball. So if Lakeside didn't bite on the first one, they bit on the second one. And then it was actually option number 3 going around the backside that got the ball.
Yeah.
Gorgeous play design. Absolutely gorgeous.
It felt like we were playing Let's Make a Deal.
Yeah, I'll tell you.
Well, I'll take door number 3 for 6 points.
there you go. Carter Martin will hold for Jesus Rodea. Snap is low, going to bobble around.
Fire.
Carter looks up. He's looking to throw now, rolling back out to the right. He's got a man
chance.
wide open, and it's going to be an unconventional 2-point conversion for the Leopards. With 59.4 seconds left in the first quarter, Malvern takes the lead.
Isaiah Beard having him a game.
Yeah. I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
Well, Martin did a good job, too, of coming out there, realizing what the situation was, and that's who the pass was to, wasn't it?
It was to Isaiah Beard.
Martin was the holder.
Martin was the holder. Okay, yeah, okay.
That's why you have a number that's an eligible receiver in that position, because you never know when you're going to get a bad snap. And how about a heads-up play by Martin right there?
He'll be wanting some QB time now.
I mean, that would have been a real easy play to panic on. He didn't do it, and as it turns out, bada bing, bada boom, we got a 1-point lead.
And his dad was in here wanting a shout-out earlier. We'll give you a shout-out. Basketball coach's son makes a heck of a play right there.
He's been playing well on the previous 2 games. He's been a young star.
Leopards lead 8-7. Kick is away. Sky kick this time for the Leopards. Going to be a fair catch as it comes across the 30-yard line. Looks like they're going to mark it at the 29. Lakeside will take over from there, trailing by 1.
Nice series there to go ahead and get down there, punch the ball in, and take a lead.
I felt like it was important for us to answer.
Yeah.
Because we've had a couple of really bad plays that have kind of resulted in them getting 7 points.
Yeah.
And so to be able to methodically march down the field and score a touchdown and get lucky a little bit on the 2-point conversion kind of resettles the nerves a little bit.
Twins right, split left for Ross. Here's the snap, fakes the give to Eccles. Slant route. He's going to be hit immediately by our isolated player, Jacobe Hart.
Oh, Jacobe
that
laid
was
it on
Logan
him.
White on the catch.
The importance of Jacobe for this defense, I don't think, can be understated, because he's our hybrid player. We want to run sometimes a 4-2-5 nickelback situation, and sometimes we want to run a 4-3, and he's the guy that can play both the safety position and the linebacker position. And right there, he put his linebacker hat on and dropped a boom.
2nd and 5 from the 33-yard line, just under 30 seconds left in the half. Twins right, split left, up back on the right side. Eccles to the left of Ross. Quick out over there to the receiver. Nice play by Malik Relaford again. That was White on the catch. He's going to be brought down short, making it a 3rd and 3 from the 35-yard line.
Yeah, and that was Malik Relaford out there making sure that they didn't get a first down. Malik is really, we've talked about him on the offensive side. He's had some big plays, but he's actually being recruited as a defensive player by most schools.
Yeah. And his stock's going up all the time, really quickly.
And that will do it for the first quarter as Malvern leads the Lakeside Rams 8-7. We'll be back after a word from our sponsors.
Dedication, the quality of being devoted or committed to something. As a member of the Leopard Marching Band, we learn more than how to play an instrument or march. We learn the importance of responsibility and hard work. We know that every beat has a purpose, and it takes each of us to bring the music to life. We are a family. We are the sound of Claude Mann Stadium. We are the Malvern Leopard Marching Band, and together we bring the music to life.
Welcome you back into Claude Mann Stadium, David Alpe Field. Leopards lead the Rams 8-7. Start of the second quarter here. Rams facing a 3rd and 3 from the 35-yard line. They're going to come to the line, trips left. Give is to Eccles up the middle. He's got room to run. He crosses the 40. We'll have enough for the first down all the way down to the 44-yard line there for the Rams.
And we talked about the importance of Malvern being balanced. Lakeside's been pretty balanced here.
Yeah.
They've been willing to run more than they have probably the first 2 games of the year, honestly, and certainly running the ball much more efficiently than they did against us last year. So, Lakeside's kind of got a couple of things going in both phases of offense.
1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Trips right, split left. Here's the snap. Ross looking to throw screen pass. Going to be low and incomplete. Looking for Chance Cross there.
I can't pick up the number. Who had the pressure on him back there? Looks like
Trayshawn Mormon.
Well, I tell you what, that really, he by himself back there, he blew that screenplay up pretty much himself.
And we had the issue with Trayshawn against Hamilton. You do have to hold. You are supposed to release the block.
Yeah.
You have to hold it for a second or two. Anyway.
Yeah.
2nd and 10 for the Rams. Ross give is to Chance Cross as he is going to be hit after a very short game.
One of the big differences I've noticed between the backs, Lakeside and Lake Hamilton, is the size of the backs. These are average to small backs for 5A school, and then the big guys we had last Friday night.
Well, I'm going to tell you, you know, I don't think they were as athletic, you know, with some of the backs that I've seen. But as far as the coaching, the size, the strength, that was a really good duo last week.
Yeah.
Maybe the best one I've seen since Harold Harris and Sean Mitchell here as far as a duo together.
Yeah, duo together. Different styles of running, though.
Harold and Sean were better.
Yeah.
Here's the snap. Ross looking to throw on 3rd and 10. Got a man, but it is going to be dropped. And that'll bring up a big 4th down for the Rams.
Boy, he really reared back and fired that one.
He
Did you
did.
see him? I mean, he looked like he was gearing up to try to gas up 96, you know, on a 3-2 count.
He hit him about in the shins was the real problem with the ball, though. And the receiver just couldn't go down and dig it out.
You saying he said forget about the curveball, Ricky? Give him
that's
the
right.
heater?
Just throw the heater.
Don't get me starting quoting Major League. We'll
I
be
got a
here all
guy
night.
on the other line asking about some white walls.
You guys.
Here's
Almost
the punt.
blocked.
Almost blocked.
Dante Reed fields it around the 18-yard line, makes the first man miss, second man miss. He's across the 30, 35, down to the 40, still going down the sideline, going to be brought down just short of the 50-yard line. Nice return by Reed.
And if I had to, you know, put one word on that return, it would be courage.
Yeah.
Because that would have been one that I think 80% of the folks, if not higher, would have been waving their arm, calling for fair catch. The heat was coming. And to Dante's credit, he fielded it cleanly. I mean, there was a guy that ran right by him.
Right by him, yes.
And then not only that, he ducked his head and he didn't look back and just went right down that sideline with a really nice return.
Yeah, I kept looking for a fair catch. And thank goodness for didn't come.
Good field position for the Leopards as they'll take over 1st and 10 from the 49-yard line. Simmons brings them to the line. Twins right, split left. Asher the up back to the left side. Looks like Carradine to the left of Simmons.
Carradine had 100 yards against Lakeside last year.
Here is the snap. Fakes to Carradine. Looks to throw to Asher. A little seam route. He's dragging a man forward all the way down to around the 35-yard line.
Guys,
Ball comes out, but I think it was already down.
we got single coverage going. I expect us to go deep here pretty quick.
You know, I think they feel like they almost have to physically be able to contend with the running game. They're going to have to bring a lot of guys up front. When you bring a lot of guys into the box, you don't leave yourself a lot of options but to go man-to-man with your wide receivers.
Yeah, both wideouts were man-to-man on that one.
And I'm really glad to see Malachi get some receptions because he plays an almost thankless position in this offense, being tight end, up back, and to get some love with the passes every once in a while is a nice testament.
1st and 10 here. Twins right, split left. Simmons takes the snap, looking to run around the right side. Now he cuts it back, fighting across and dragging men across the 30 down to around the 31-yard line. Nice run by Simmons.
It was a nice run, and what I really liked about the offensive line right there is they got a really nice push. They moved the line of scrimmage back about 4 or 5 yards, and then Simmons got about 3 of it on his own.
I think one of the things that's really not, maybe we understand it, but maybe our opponents, is the strength. Simmons is a strong kid. Good legs, strong, hard to bring down.
He's really got the total package for a quarterback. He's got a big arm. He's incredibly intelligent. He understands. He stays calm and composed.
He's the Lex Luger of quarterbacks. Twins left, split right, 2nd and 3. Simmons looks to throw, but going to have to tuck it. Now he's pointing out blockers. He's got a lot of room across the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Leopards. Nice play by Simmons.
Wow.
Let me put it in perspective for you about what Sed just did. He was at the 25-yard line, and we knew he had scored, and there were still 6 guys in front of him.
Yeah. We'd already called it.
And we had already called the touchdown. That tells you a little bit about what he brings to the table.
Well, that also tells you a little bit about this beautiful press box that we're able to see all these angles and tell that he's going to be gone.
Yeah.
9:22 left. Leopards go up 14-7 as Rodea comes on to kick the extra point.
I'd like another 2-point conversion, but I'd be just as satisfied with a good snap.
Well, Carter Martin is holding again.
Yeah.
Here is a snap better this time. Ball is away. It's low.
It's low left.
I think we missed it left.
It's no good. So with 9:22 left, Leopards lead the Rams 14-7. We'll be back after this.
Teal Dentistry is a proud supporter of Malvern Athletics. Doctors Jesse and Matt Teal provide a full family dentistry service. From checkups to cleanings to dentures, Teal Dentistry loves working with patients of all ages and strives to make every smile bright. Stop by and meet the friendly staff at Teal Dentistry and let them brighten your smile. Teal Dentistry, 927 South Main Street in Malvern, or call for an appointment, 501-337-9559.
Welcome you back into Claude Mann Stadium, David Alpe Field, as we open this beautiful new facility, this press box that we're in tonight. Leopards making it so far a joyful opening as they lead the Rams 14-7 with 9:22 left in the second quarter. Rodea on to kick off for the Leopards. Looks like Eccles is deep to receive for the Rams. Going to be another sky kick down to the left side. This one's going to go out of bounds just over the 25-yard line. So Rams will have good starting field position.
Yeah, and that's one of the dangers of the sky kick, because you do have to get it close to the boundary, and it's like trying to go for the pin a little bit on a green that's got bunkers to the tight side. You run the risk of hitting bunker and
water on the left.
Wait, are you saying that you aren't supposed to attack every pin? Maybe that's why my handicap is what it is.
And first of all, congratulations, Coach.
Hey,
congratulations.
Hold on, let's pump the brakes. We got the big tournament this week. All right, 1st and 10, 35-yard line here. Give is to Eccles up the middle. He's got a lot of room. He crosses the 40. Gets down near the 45, all the way down the 44-yard line.
And in case you're wondering what the congratulations is, I know he's staying in the big tournament, but the Leopards won district. We were undefeated. Conference.
We won. We are undefeated in the regular season. The district tournament is this coming Wednesday.
Well, we're regular season conference champs.
There you go. I'll take it.
That's what we are.
Twins right, twins left. Eccles in a pistol formation behind Ross. Give is to him up the middle. Not a lot of room to run. Looks like he's going to get down to about the original, or not the original, but the line of scrimmage. And it'll be 3rd and 1 now from the 44-yard line.
Do you think Coach Golden's going to give you a plaque for regular season conference?
I'm thinking rings.
I don't know. I'm really proud of the guys and the work that they put in all summer. And a
couple of them on this football team.
A lot of them are. Yeah. And I just really hope that it all comes to fruition on Wednesday and they're able to celebrate. 3rd and 1, give is to Eccles up the middle, and he is going to have enough for the first down as he gets down to about the 50-yard line.
We had talked about Lakeside being balanced. They've almost foregone balance and gone real heavy with the run over the last couple of series. And I think some of that's been the pressure. We get pretty good pressure from the front, and the secondary has done a much better job this year of keeping the receivers in front and not giving up the big play.
Yeah, and they've run a lot of quick hitters too.
Twins right, twins left. Eccles to the right of Ross. 1st and 10 from the 50. Takes the snap looking to throw. Out route is knocked away by, I can't tell if it's East and West or Trayshawn Mormon, but it was one of them, and it was a great play.
Yeah, I think it was Trayshawn, and that's one of the benefits of being long. We talked about, the kind of the build of these defensive linemen. They're built very similar. Long arms.
All of them, they are.
Long arms. They've got the big hefty legs, the big hefty bottoms, but they're long, and they've got the high motor. I mean, it's almost like the inner pieces that can move around. The defensive ends don't look significantly different from the tackles.
Yeah. That's a good thing.
2nd and 10 from the 50. Twins right, twins left. Eccles to the left of Ross. He takes the snap, rolling out to the left. Not a lot there. He's going to tuck it and may get a yard here. Going to be close.
And I'm going to tell you, Charles Sanders was in his back pocket the entire time. And if he'd have made one misstep, that was going to be a loss for about 5. And that's good speed. I mean, that kind of showcased the speed because this quarterback can run. And to almost catch him, you're starting at about a 6-yard deficit, as far as being 6 yards, to the left of center there. To almost chase him down is pretty impressive.
Yeah.
He got about a foot. We'll call it 3rd and 9. Still from the 50-yard line. Twins right, twins left. Eccles to the right of Ross. Ross takes a snap looking to throw. He is going to be hit and dropped.
Wow.
East and West.
East and West.
East and West is having one heck of an early part of this season.
He's going, isn't he?
This is a guy that I think has we don't know how – we haven't been able to watch all the other teams in the conference, but I would say right now – East and West is putting up the numbers, and he's putting up the film to be every bit in the conversation for first team all conference at the defensive end position.
Yeah.
Daniel Gaston on to punt for the Rams. Looks like, I believe, Relaford deep to receive. No, it's going to be Dante Reed. Sorry about that. Punt lands at the 25-yard line, takes a big Lakeside bounce all the way inside the 10. Going to be downed at the 6-yard line where the Leopards will take over from there, leading the Rams 14-7 with 7:05 left in the second quarter.
We're only 96 yards away, no problem. 94, I'm sorry. There's some of that math, and I brought a calculator,
there it is,
too.
There it is.
The Oklahoma math had to come out, didn't it, Ben?
Yeah, well, I won't badmouth Oklahoma too much,
Hey, did you hear how many times he said boomer last week?
I listened. You didn't hear me screaming. Of course, you couldn't hear me.
They look good week 1.
Yeah.
1st and 10 from the Leopards. Call it the 6-yard line. They're going to have twins right, split left, Asher the up back to the left, Carradine to the right of Simmons. Here's the snap. Simmons looks to throw. 5-yard stick there for Asher. He makes the catch and gets forward for about a gain of 7 or 8.
Yeah. And a nifty little move right after the catch, right? I mean, he had that one little step, and actually that was Perigo. He's the best defensive player that whiffed on him, and it was just a little sidestep from Malachi, and then he was able to go in and probably picked up another 4 yards after that as a result.
Yeah, change the play call in second and 2 or second and 3.
Doesn't have a lot to do with football, but he's one of my golfers, and he's improved tremendously over the summer, dropping probably anywhere from 15 to 20 strokes of where he was last year.
Really? Yeah. That's coaching.
You talk about an opportunity to throw deep. Here's an opportunity, because if you don't get it, you still got 3rd and short.
Here's the snap. Give is to Carradine looking to run. Oh, he's hit and going to be
going to be a yard short.
Yeah, going to be a yard short. And that was a nice hit there on Carradine. It's not often Carradine goes backwards when he's hit.
And it was Perigo. It's going to sound like a broken record, but he's clearly their best defensive player. That's a guy that you're going to want to put a helmet on as we move forward. But it looks like it's going to be enough for a first down.
Enough for a first down, yeah. Didn't look like it initially where they were going to mark it, but he will pick it up. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 16-yard line. Simmons is going to bring his team to the line. Twins right, split left. Going to have to hurry. They're still in the huddle with 7 seconds left on the play clock.
I don't believe he doesn't realize it.
2, 1.
One on the outside, too.
He saw it.
And we did get the timeout. That will be the last timeout for the Leopards of the half as they lead the Rams 14-7. 5:38 left in the second quarter. We'll be back.
Identity, the indicating factor of who or what someone is. Every day is a new chance to discover who I am, who I will become, and what will become of my future. The moment you realize that pride plus loyalty equals success, and that it takes hard work to be the best, something magical happens. To be a Malvern Leopard is to be a scientist, an artist, an engineer, an athlete, and a leader. My identity is clear. I am a Malvern Leopard.
Welcome you back into Claude Mann Stadium, David Alpe Field. Leopards lead the Rams currently 14-7 with 5:36 left in the second quarter as they have the ball 1st and 10 from the 16-yard line.
They've done an outstanding job there in 2 quick plays to get their backs away from the wall there at Bill Hunt's field house and get that 1st and 10.
Twins left, split right. Asher the up back to the right side. Going to be Relaford to the right of Simmons. Here's the snap option look. Simmons going to tuck it, cut up field, still looking for room. Not a whole lot there as he's trying to push the pile forward. Looks like he's going to pick up maybe 2 there, down to around the 18-yard line.
Yeah, pretty good discipline on Lakeside's part there, because when you have an athletic player with the ball in his hands like Simmons and you see him cut back, when it's your team that's playing defense, sometimes you suck your breath in a little bit because a lot of times your momentum goes one way, they lose track of the football, and that ball can come out the other side and go a long way. But great job of, give credit where credit is due.
Right.
Lakeside stayed at home and cut the backside of that off.
2nd 8 from the 18-yard line. Leopards come to the line with a man split to each side, 2 up backs off the tackles. Relaford to the left of Simmons. Simmons takes the snap looking to run again. This time going to have more room down to just short of the 25-yard line. Going to bring up 3rd and short for the Leopards.
And so, we've turned a 2nd and, relatively long into a 3rd and short. A lot of options here. You can take a shot deep. You can go for it. I wouldn't be surprised to see Cedric running. But when you have physical backs at your disposal, and really they're all physical. Jacobe's physical. Keith can get in there and bonk heads, and Malik can get in there and bonk heads. So we've got some physical options, but it looks like it's either going to be a said run or a said pass in this formation.
3rd and 1 for the Leopards, and this time it looks like the Rams are going to call timeout. With 4:03 left in the second quarter, Leopards lead the Rams 14-7. We'll be back after a word from our sponsors.
For all the times you multitask, Malvern National Bank has technology to make banking easier. When you need to transfer travel money into your account while on the go. When you need to pay your friends back for lunch. When you need to check the balance on your account. When you need to locate the nearest branch or ATM. Or when you need to deposit a check and don't have time to go to the bank. Simple to use website tools and apps at your fingertips. To find out more, visit mnbbank.com.
Welcome you back into Claude Mann Stadium, David Alpe Field. Just over 4 minutes left in the second quarter here. Leopards face a 3rd and 1 from the 25-yard line coming out of a Lakeside timeout. Leopards come to the line showing a trips formation to the left. 2 up backs to each side of Simmons.
Bet this is a sad run in this formation.
Linebackers, they got 10 in the box.
Brings Carter Martin in motion, fakes the give to him. It will be Simmons. He's got room to run. He'll have the first down and more across the 30, down to the 34-yard line where it'll be first down Leopards.
You know, I know we're running that guy in motion, and you certainly have the option to give it to him and let him try to pick it up. But when you have 3rd and short, to run the sweep against a team that's probably built on speed and not necessarily strength, you hate to run wide. You want to go up and down, north and south, and just almost felt like that was definitely going to be a Said going to suck that thing in and take off running, and that's what happened.
Said Stewart did a really good seal block out here to get him an extra 2 or 3, 4 yards too.
1st and 10 from the 34-yard line. Twins right, split left. Here's the snap, fakes the give. Simmons rolling out to his left. Not a lot there. He's going to run out of bounds for a big loss on first down.
You know, you mentioned that block from Seth, and one of the things that we mentioned last week is Braxton had a nice block that kind of sprung Cedric out. And so somebody, you know, that coaching staff's doing a good job of working with those wide receivers. They're not just receivers.
Yeah.
But there's another component in the run game about picking up blocks and springing guys forward.
It's kind of like
shout out to Coach Warford.
Yeah, kind of like if you're going to play, you're going to have to block and catch, or catch and block.
That's right. That's right. Going to be, well, it wasn't as big of a loss as I thought it was. Going to be 2nd and 11 from the 33. Twins right, split left, 2 up backs in for the Leopards. Simmons takes the snap, looking to throw. Not a lot there. Now he's flushed. Going to get rid of it through the hands of Dante Reed. And really a heads-up play there by Simmons to get rid of the ball. Takes a big shot, but he will live to fight another day.
I think if he had it to do all over again, he would have done the exact same thing, but maybe not thrown it quite at 100 miles an hour. Dante was, probably about 7 yards away, and that thing was coming in hot, brother.
You think a bit of off speed instead of a fastball?
Yeah, that's where you throw the changeup.
It's a changeup. I mean,
I didn't think he was going to throw it either. Dante had to be thinking, whoa.
Yeah. Glad it didn't hit me in the face.
3rd and 11 from the 33-yard line. Twins right, split left. Asher the up back to the left. Looks like Hart to the left of Simmons, maybe Carradine. I can't really tell.
No, it's Jacobe.
Yeah.
I was right the first time. Flag flies. Going to be a delay of game.
Yeah, we missed on that one.
Delay of game on the left. Well, I'm kind of confused. I think it was a delay of game, but everybody kind of started retreating to their.
Yeah, because the time clock was on 0.
So now put your coach's hat on. You've got 3rd and 11.
No, you're going to
third and 16, I guess it will be, and 3:23 left. If you go for it and you get an incomplete pass, you're giving them 3.5 minutes.
Run the play. Run the play. Here's a snap. Got a fade route to Dante Reed, and what a catch! No, it's dropped. I'm sorry, but we do have a flag.
Yeah.
As I was saying, that they marked off a penalty, and it was almost like both teams assumed it was a timeout, and the Leopards come back out on the field, and Lakeside's over there talking to their coaches. They hurry to the line and snap it, and cornerback is unable to catch up with Reed and reaches out and tries to pull him back and draws the flag for the Leopards.
You know, we've seen a lot of cases where only the referees were confused. Right, we've had a lot of cases of that, but this was a case where everyone but the referees were confused.
Yeah,
the referees actually had this one settled and nobody else knew what was going on.
I was telling y'all, I was like, why are we both walking to the sideline? I didn't see any motion of a timeout, but hey, it worked out for the Leopards' favor there.
Yeah, brings up big 3rd and 3 here, and we need to convert this one.
3rd and 1 run.
It is 3rd and 1. Yeah,
from the 43-yard line.
Now, Jacobe's in a position where he could take the handoff on this play.
Twins right, split left. Here's the snap. Toss is to Jacobe. Hart looking to get upfield. He's going to have enough for the first down. Makes another man miss across the 50-yard line down to the 49. First down, Leopards.
And, when we talk about a physical back, when you have third and short, you want the physical back to take the football. And Jacobe, of the three, is probably the most physical of the three that are going to see a lot of time tonight.
Leading here 14-7, right out 3 minutes to go here in the second quarter at the halftime, would be great to get one more score.
First and 10 from the 49-yard line. Here's a snap option look as Simmons takes it himself and gets about a yard, maybe down to the 48-yard line.
Yeah, that was actually a really heady play there by Jordan Mills, outside linebacker. He did just enough to take the pitch away, and then he went right back down into that position to keep Cedric from taking off. So he kind of played both ways. I mean, he took the pitch away and he was able to take the quarterback.
Second 9 from the Leopards, and we should mention we are out of timeouts as the clock runs at 2:20. Here's the snap. Simmons looking to run up the middle. Got a little bit of room, but he's going to be hit after a short gain. He's going to be down to the 45-yard line where it'll be about 3rd and 5 to 6 there. We have an official's timeout.
No, I think we have a Lakeside player down, actually.
Well, that still qualifies as an official's timeout.
Okay, yeah, I guess you're right. I thought.
So they say. We do have a Lakeside player down, and I tell you what, we're going to regroup here in the box.
After we come back from this official's timeout.
That's right. We'll be back in a minute.
Welcome to Larry's.
Hey guys, my name is Garrett. I've been coming to Larry's Pizza here in Malvern ever since it opened. My favorite is baked potato, chicken honey mustard. I love it. Come on down to Larry's.
It's so good you don't even know.
Larry's Pizza has buffet Tuesday and Friday nights starting at 5 p.m. Call us here at Larry's Pizza for all your specialty and game day pizza needs.
We want the Malvern Leopards to have a successful football season.
Go Leopards!
Welcome you back into Claude Mann Stadium. After that official's timeout, it is a 3rd and 6 from the 45-yard line for the Leopards.
Rub it in.
Just get Twins right, split left. Asher the up back to the left side, Relaford to the right of Simmons. Simmons takes the snap looking to throw. Got Dante Reed out there on the quick 5-yard out, or 5-yard stick route. He looks like he's going to get to about the 40.
Boy, he's going to be a half yard
just short of the first down.
So this is a tough decision here for Coach Plumlee. Obviously, if you punt the football, you're going to pin them back. Not a lot of time. If you go forward and don't get it, they've got enough time to make a play.
We got a flag.
We got all kinds of stuff going on here.
Yeah, I bet this one is unsportsmanlike.
Well, they took, I believe it was one of our players' towels and ripped it off of him and then just chunked it in the back, and I think we were upset about it. Simmons went to go get it, and I don't know if words were exchanged or what.
Well, they're marking it off that way.
Yeah, unsportsmanlike on Lakeside.
Well, now we don't have to worry about that 4th and 1 decision.
You're right, we don't. As the Leopards continue to march the ball down the field, we should mention there is only 1:32 left on the clock, and once again, we are out of timeouts.
Keep on matriculating the ball down the field.
The voice of Mark Roberts from the background telling us to matriculate the ball down the field.
That would have been another good Scrabble word.
There you go. It is.
Yeah, a double word Scrabble.
Yeah, we won a lot of words with friends games last week.
I heard you.
1st and 10 from the 25-yard line for the Leopards. Tight trips to the right, split to the left. Going to be Relaford to the right of Simmons. Takes the ball looking to throw. Got a post route to Dante Reed out there, and it is a nice defensive play there by Chance Cross.
Well, that was you don't play defensive back any better than that.
It really was, and Dante's a guy that has shown that he can be that Christian Warren type that we had last year, that was physical, to go get balls and contested balls, and he's done that in both the Glen Rose game and the Lake Hamilton game. He went and got some contested balls, and so that's a tip of the hat there to Chance Cross.
2nd and 10 from the 25-yard line. Twins left, split right. Hart and Relaford going to be the upbacks to each side. Brings Bud in motion, now back around to Malik Relaford. Same play I think we saw earlier that we scored on.
Yeah.
This time not going to have near as good of a result. Looks like a gain of 1.
Yeah, and That may actually kind of be the same type of plays that Malik had, those long touchdown runs against Glen Rose, or those big long chunk plays against Glen Rose. We had motion going one way, and Malik came back the other way. And Malik has showcased some speed this year that he did not necessarily last year. This is just guys putting in effort.
3rd and 9 for the Leopards. Here's the snap, quick little toss out there to Dante Reed.
Dante Reed.
Going to make the catch, get across the 20, maybe down to the 18-yard line, where it'll be 4th down for the Leopards. And this about 4.
This is clearly a you go for it situation. Worst case scenario, they got to go over 80 yards in less than a minute, and it's a very makeable 1st down for the Leopards.
And we get the ball to start the 3rd quarter.
And really, half. Most of your playbook's in play, for 3 yards.
Oh yeah.
And almost get the Rams to jump. Got a man split to either side. 2 up backs. Hart to the left of Simmons. Here's the snap. Fakes the give to Hart. Going to be another pass out to Reed as he's trying to fight forward for yardage. It's going to be close. From our angle, it's tough to tell.
You wonder if he maybe had it and then he bounced back and may not have gotten back to where he originally had the ball. It's really going to depend on the spot. Because it looks like the 1st down marker is like right on the 15, and they're marking it real close to the 15.
It's across the 15. The ball is.
Okay.
They're going to bring in the measurement. So it is going to be close. We'll see what the chains say.
And that was really an interesting defense of call from Lakeside because they've not really been playing a lot of press coverage, but you would have thought that they would have in this situation. And they actually played back and gave just enough cushion for Dante to have a shot to pick up the 1st down.
41.3 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. So we're going to figure out whose football it is in just a second.
Looks short.
It's a 1st down.
That's what I said. It looks short.
It looks short of the goal line, but past the sticks.
It looks short of the 9-yard line. That's what I should have said. I didn't finish that. It looks short of the 9-yard line.
It's just a bit outside.
Yeah.
Clock will start as the Leopards hurry to the line. 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line. Twins right, split left. Asher the up back to the left. Hart to the right of Simmons. 41.3
We got
left.
6'3" Braxton Allen on one-on-one coverage down here. We might go to that back pylon.
Yeah, look for a slant.
Here's a snap. Simmons rolling out to the right. Going to have to move now. Still looking to throw. Nothing there. He's just going to tuck it, get out of bounds, and stop the clock.
Yeah.
Going to lose a couple of yards there, but I think the main thing was get out of bounds and stop the clock.
Yeah.
Yeah, you probably could have thrown it away, but that's the decision that he made was better than throwing it into a situation where you find yourself giving yourself no opportunity to score.
And you wonder this, Ben. One time he rolled out and tried to throw it away. It couldn't get much on it. It ended up being intercepted. Right. So maybe that was running through his head as well. As it now will be 2nd and 13 from the 18-yard line. Twins left, split right. Asher the up back on the right side. Hart to the right of Simmons. Simmons looks to throw. Nothing there. He's going to tuck it, get around to the left side. Now looks to throw over the top to Carter Martin, and it is a touchdown as long as he did not cross the line of scrimmage. And now there's a flag, so he may have crossed the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
And that would explain why the secondary guys got off of Connor in the back of the end zone, Carter in the back of the end zone there.
Yeah,
but
I knew it was going to be close. He had tucked it and initially started to make the run and just, field awareness there.
Well, when the corner come up or the safety came up off of Martin, all of a sudden Cedric sees him down there by himself and kind of forgets where he is for just a second, but
and sometimes it's hard because my understanding of the rule is your whole body has to be across the line, and so but you can lose track. You can lose track. When you got long legs like that, you can lose track of where that back leg is.
That's true. That's true.
I don't have that problem. Twins right, split left. Hart to the left of Simmons. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Still looking to throw, bouncing around, looking for more.
At the corner.
Now he's got a man, but he's already tucked it. And he is now out of bounds. 9.4 seconds left. Going to be 4th down and one last try for the Leopards.
Yeah, and so this is a situation where you want to tell them you take your shot at the end zone here regardless. If they intercept it, they intercept it. But let's at least get the pass off. Let's give ourselves a chance for 6.
So you're saying there's a chance?
There's always a chance.
I like that philosophy.
Well, you're the one that said go for every pin, right?
That's right, baby. No fear.
No fear.
4th and 15 from the 20-yard line, 9.4 seconds left. Here's the snap. Simmons looking to throw. Got a lot of time. Now lets it go. It is going to be intercepted into the end zone. Kind of a 50-50 ball, and Lakeside wins the battle over Dante Reed.
Yeah, and like we said, I mean, there's no harm in that. You got to take your shot. I mean, it's going to unfortunately look bad on the stat sheet, but at the end of the day, that's the right play because it gives you an opportunity, at least an opportunity, and it doesn't give them any more of an opportunity.
And if you're a long-time listener, 0.3 seconds will bring up nightmares for you, but the clock is stopped with 0.3 seconds left on here. I hate to bring that up, but here it is. 0.3 seconds left in the second quarter as Lakeside takes over. Looks like they're just going to take a knee, and they do. So that will be halftime.
Can I just say Boonville?
Yeah, well, there you go. There's your hint. Boonville. And we hope John Fogelman is not listening.
Oh, Johnny.
With no time left in the half, the Leopards lead the Rams 14-7, and they will receive to start the second half. We'll be back after some words from our sponsors.
Dedication, the quality of being devoted or committed to something. As a member of the Leopard Marching Band, we learn more than how to play an instrument or march. We learn the importance of responsibility and hard work. We know that every beat has a purpose, and it takes each of us to bring the music to life. We are a family. We are the sound of Claude Mann Stadium. We are the Malvern Leopard Marching Band, and together we bring the music to life.
As we get set for the second half, here is the kick. Dante Reed back deep to receive, as well as, I believe, Jacobe Hart. Possibly could be Relaford. Looks like we had some kind of an issue there. Weren't quite ready. So we'll take 2. No, it is Jacobe Hart. That time the sky kick was attempted to the left side. We'll see if Lakeside continues with their plan or if they switch it up a little bit here.
You know, we've had some kids really step up and fill some holes with Bud Johnson out tonight, too.
Andrew DeGrassi gets ready to kick the ball away. Sky kick down the left side, going to be fielded by Carter Martin at the 25. He's trying to reverse course. He's across the 30, the 35, going to be hit. We got a flag, and it's going to probably be a block in the back, if I had to say.
And the unfortunate part about that is it happened as we were actually getting tackled and going down.
Yeah, it had nothing to do with the play.
It didn't actually, spring us for any additional yards. It's just going to be negative yards that we're going to benefit from.
Martin's shown a lot. Of course, we didn't see a whole lot of him last year, but he's shown a lot more speed than he had last year. I mean, he's got some good wheels on him.
And one of the things we talked about last week in the Glen Rose game is high school's a rotational sport. You have about roughly a third of your kids graduate every year.
Yeah.
And so when you have wide receivers that are as talented as Dallas Lewis and Christian Warren, it's tough sometimes for those sophomores, no matter how talented they are, to get on the field.
To get on the field.
1st and 10 from the 27-yard line. Leopards come to the line. Twins right, split left. Here's the snap. Fakes the give to Hart, who was coming in motion. Simmons will carry the ball up to around the 30-yard line. Will be a gain of 3 on first down.
Yeah, the first contact there was Thomas Mays, but guess who was on cleanup duty? It was Perigo. He covers some ground at linebacker. He just has a real good instinct, and when you combine good instinct for the ball and the absolute willingness to to lay people out, you got a pretty good linebacker.
Yeah, you're going to get all he's got every play.
Leopards got twins right, 2 up backs across the tackle. Going to be Hart to the left of Simmons. Give is to Hart, looking for room to run. Now tries to bounce it out. I think it was a bad decision as he's going to lose all the yardage gained on first down back to the 27-yard line.
Yeah, we probably were going to get a yard or 2 if he just, tucks it in. And, sometimes you just got to take your lumps, take your losses, and get what you can get.
Get what you can get, and go back, huddle up, and play again.
Be 3rd and long now, 3rd and 10 from the, we'll call it 26-yard line. Going to be Twins left, split right.
They found him.
Asher the up back on the right side. Tailback to the left of Simmons. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Now rolls right, still looking for somebody, not a lot there. Going to find Dante Reed coming across. Nice little staying with it and just, adapting to the play, but he is going to be brought down short. Going to be about 4th and 4 there for the Leopards.
That's one they're going to look at on film, and they're going to tell the receivers, because we had some receivers froze. I mean, not completely, but our receivers have got to move a little bit and help the quarterback on that one, which we did, but.
One of those guys, once they realize that the route's over, you need to turn around and get upfield. That's going to do one of two things. If the corner goes, it gives Cedric maybe an opportunity to run right behind you.
You're going to take somebody with you.
Reed on to punt. Punt is away. Eccles back deep to receive for the Rams. He's going to field it around the 38-yard line up across the 45, the 50. Stumbles a little bit, but going to get to around the 47-yard line is Eccles, and Lakeside will start over with good field position.
Defensively, both teams have done a really good job of keeping the passing game in front of them. I mean, we have two offenses that, generally speaking, like to take their shots down the field. And both secondaries have done a understanding, kind of the offensive strengths and what offenses like to do. They've done a really solid job of making sure that they don't get beat deep.
Ross brings them to the line. Twins right, split left. Eccles to the left of Ross. It's going to be a reverse.
Wow. Boy, I tell you what.
Chase Cross, he's trying to get across the field, and actually good pursuit there by the Leopards to limit that to only about a gain of 2.
East and West blew that up.
Wow, Jacobe Hart was out there. Wasn't that Hart out there that turned him in?
I believe it was 23. I think it was East and West. That right end did a great job of staying out there, staying home.
Yeah.
Because it is so easy. Because defensive ends love to rush. I mean, that's it's in their blood.
It's in their genes.
To have the discipline to stay home and keep that reverse from getting wide is great.
2nd and 8. Here's the snap. Give is to Eccles, looking to bounce it out to the left side. Not a lot there. He's going to be hit by the aforementioned East and West. Going to be a loss of about 1 on the play.
And Trayshawn Mormon was right in that too. He took that guard and just drove him into the back of the running back. And so the running back actually tries to cut back, but he runs into the guard. It would have looked like because Trayshawn had actually pushed him into that cutback lane. So, that's what we're talking about with the teamwork. We have one guy staying in his lane, the other guy tries to cut back, but because Trayshawn did his job, there was nowhere for him to go.
Not sure what the signal was, but Coach Brumfield was giving the "you can't see me." Twins right, split left, up back to the left side. Eccles to the left of Ross. Brings Cross in motion, fakes the give to him. Now looks to throw, screen pass, got a man. But what a play there by Trayshawn Mormon to sniff it out and save what would have been a big gain for Lakeside.
And Trayshawn is a great kid. He is a great kid, and I'm going to tell you, if he gets an ounce more of aggression in him, he is going to be a terror that nobody in this conference wants to deal with because he has a great physical body. He has a big motor, but if he gets just a little mean, he is going to be an unbelievable force.
4th and 5, Twins right, split left, up back to the right, Eccles to the right of Ross. Takes the snap, looking to throw slant route. He's got a man, and it's going to be close.
Depends on the spot.
It's going to be really close. It's a left foot, right foot spot here.
Left foot, right foot, yeah.
That's Logan White. He was their leading receiver from last year. That was great concentration because
they called that quick.
We were draped all over him. I mean, that was a really, really nice catch. It would have been easy to feel that contact on the backside and lose control of the football.
As Ron said, I thought that might be one that warranted a measurement, but it was quickly called. 1st and 10 from the 37-yard line, Twins to each side. Eccles the give around the left side. Now cuts it back to the middle. Got a lot of room down across the 25 to the 24-yard line.
Eccles just did a really good job of following his left tackle and his end in through there. They sealed off, and he cut to the inside, saw some daylight, and took advantage of it.
Yeah, that was really well blocked, and Eccles he's a quality back, and one of the things that they don't do a lot of is pass to the back. I mean, almost all of his touches are going to be in the running game.
1st and 10 from the 25. Twins left, split right, up back to the left side. Eccles to the right of Ross. Takes the snap, looking to throw. Fade route. He's got a man wide open, and it is dropped. Unbelievably, it was a walk-in touchdown there for Jake Brown.
Wow.
Yeah, that was a blown coverage, pure and simple, and we just got lucky that he dropped it. That happened on multiple occasions last year. Looks like maybe they went to the well. Maybe that may have been one of the plays they ran against us last year, because that's exactly how wide open they were a couple of times. But sometimes you just got to get fortunate, and that was an area where we were definitely fortunate that ball wasn't caught.
That'll haunt your dreams there. 2nd and 10 from the 25-yard line.
That's DeAndre Swift.
Twins left, split right. Here's the snap. Ross looking to throw. Fade route to the other side, looking for Cross. He goes up, and a nice defensive play by Malik Relaford there to knock it away.
Yeah, and that's one of the reasons he's getting recruited, because one of the things that you're going to notice is he actually was able to turn and he was looking towards the ball, and one of the things that if you don't turn and look for the ball, you run the risk of actually making contact with the player and getting a pass interference call. But when you play the ball, you're going to be in the clear.
3rd and 10 here. Here's the snap. Fakes the give to Eccles. Little tunnel screen out there. Got a little bit of room across the 20, across the 15, 10, 5. Fumble. Ball's loose.
Lakeside.
And I believe Lakeside is going to recover it for the touchdown.
Yeah.
Man, opportunity there for the Leopards goes by the wayside.
Yeah, Logan White caught the ball and rambled got down almost at the goal line or whatever he did and fumbled the ball, and we had a chance, but I didn't see who jumped on it. But White was a receiver that was running down through there.
Ross on to hold for DeGrassi's kick as Lakeside tries to tie this game. 6:23 left in the 3rd quarter. Johnny on the spot play there made by Lakeside, what could have been just an absolute disaster. Good snap, hold, kick is away. It is good. So 6:23 left in the 3rd quarter. We got a tie ball game. Rams and Leopards knotted at 14. We'll be back after this.
Daniel Heat and Air provides both residential and commercial heating and cooling services. Daniel Heat and Air is family owned and operated and takes great pride in making their customers feel like family. With over 40 years of service in the Hot Springs and Central Arkansas area, Daniel is ready to serve your needs with certified technicians on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. For your heat and air needs, call Daniel Heat and Air at 501-293-0782.
Welcome you back into Claude Mann Stadium, David Alpe Field. Lakeside just took the ball down, scored, and tied the ball game here with 6:23 left in the 3rd quarter as DeGrassi gets ready to kick away to the Leopards, who have Jacobe, Hart, and Dante Reed back deep. But if it goes like it has been, that won't matter.
That's true.
Well,
my guess is Carter Martin's going to be returning this one.
This is something you don't see every day. We didn't even have anything happen, and we got a cramp. Stoppage in play here.
Wow.
He switched Malik and Carter sides.
He switched Malik and Carter.
For the kickoff.
You're right.
Well, I tell you what, as they stretch him out, we'll let you hear a word from our fine sponsors, and we do appreciate them. We'll be back after this.
Identity, the indicating factor of who or what someone is. Every day is a new chance to discover who I am, who I will become, and what will become of my future. The moment you realize that pride plus loyalty equals success, and that it takes hard work to be the best, something magical happens. To be a Malvern Leopard is to be a scientist, an artist, an engineer, an athlete, and a leader. My identity is clear. I am a Malvern Leopard.
Welcome you back into Claude Mann Stadium, David Alpe Field. Now DeGrassi gets ready to kick it away to the Leopards. And a little chess game going on, switching Carter Martin and Malik Relaford's side.
Oh, wow.
Sky kick going to be short here. Fair caught by Tyler Golden, and a really nice play by Tyler Golden to recognize that and give the Leopards great field position.
Sure was. You know, we have I think everybody anticipated a nip and tuck game coming in. I think we anticipated it. I think Lakeside anticipated it, and that's exactly what it's been. I think both teams are really playing hard, giving it a great shot, and when you have two evenly matched teams and you've got the ball on the ground a few times. There's been some exciting for the amount of exciting plays. There's not many points.
That's true.
There's been a lot of big plays, but not a lot of points.
1st and 10 from the 43-yard line. Twins right, split left. Asher the up back to the right. Malik to the to the right of Simmons. Give his to Malik going left across the 45 near the 50-yard line. Looks like they're going to be marking it right at the 50. Gain of about 7 for the Leopards on 1st down.
Ben, to follow up on what you were talking about previously, it's playing out the way Coach Plumlee thought it would be. It's just going to who makes the play, and that's who's going to come out on top.
Right. You've got a number of guys like Malik right there. I mean, what a wealth to be able to find out what he can do on the offensive side of the ball.
Here's a snap. Simmons looks to run the option to the right. Ball's on the ground. It's still rolling on the ground. Get out of bounds ball. Jacobe Hart dives for it and essentially knocks it out, I think.
Yeah.
As the Leopards will lose a little bit of yardage there. That option play was blown up from the start.
If we look at the defensive stats for us, we were very pleased with the defensive stats at half. Now, they came down on their first drive and made some adjustments, obviously, because they looked really good on their first drive coming out of the half. But let's give Lakeside some credit.
Yeah.
Defensively, they've looked very, very good too. We have a lot of offensive weapons, and Lakeside's done a really good job of keeping all those different weapons in check.
3rd and 5 after the loss. Going to be on the 48-yard line. Twins left, split right. Asher the up back to the left side. Simmons takes the snap, rolling left. Ball's going to be low and unable to be fielded by Stewart there. Going to bring up 4th and 5.
Boy, you just lay that up for Carter Martin.
Carter Martin, he had a post.
That's 6 points if we lay it out there. And Carter was a little upset that the ball didn't come his way because he was about 10 yards behind everybody.
He was, He's kind of lonesome out there by himself, Ben.
That's the start of a bad country song, isn't it?
Yeah.
I would not know. I don't listen to country.
Oh, well, that's why you're wrong.
Yeah.
Well,
that's what.
I don't even know what to say. That Dante Reed on the punt, he just barely gets away, and they hit the punter, and somehow there's no flag. Anyway, Eccles on the return. He's across the 30, goes under a man, gets down to the 35-yard line, run right into the punter. I mean, it has to at least be running into.
That's one of those times, Coach, you got to fall down when they do that. You've got to flop.
Take the charge, as they say.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think Coach Plumlee's going to ask for some clarification on that, too. He's going down here to ask.
I would be.
Yeah.
I believe that's the side judge. He's a little curious about how that's not – at least because, I think
it could be running into the kicker. Running into the kicker.
Yeah, I mean, you may not go full-on roughing, but, yeah, I mean, he definitely ran into him. There wasn't any doubt. Nevertheless, 1st and 10 for Lakeside from the 35-yard line.
And I think, Dante's wrist is actually pretty ginger there. I mean, he's still kind of holding it.
Ross takes the snap, a little pop screen out there. Ball comes out, and it will be Jacobe Hart on it. Leopards are going to take over.
How about that isolated player of the game?
How about Malik Relafant knocking that ball out?
And we've talked about big plays after big plays. The defenses for both teams have, really done a great job. Every time you think a team's got momentum, every time you think a team is going to, start taking control on the offensive end, the defense for the other team kind of says, let's slow this down a little bit and let's come up with a big play. And that it was our turn because right there, if Lakeside scores on that drive, now they've got a lot of momentum.
1st and 10 from the 36-yard line. Receiver split to each side, 2 up backs off the left. Here's the snap. Simmons looking to run off the left side, cuts it up. Got a little bit of room as he moves the pile forward for about a gain of 4 on 1st down.
I don't know what with the situation, the way it is, the ticket situation, but Lakeside, looking across there at our new stands on the other side, they brought a good crowd over. Probably all the tickets they could get, be my guess, don't you think? Because they do travel well.
They do, and this is, again, this is one of the better gates, I would imagine, for both schools whenever they host.
Going to call it a 2nd and 8 from the 34-yard line. Here's the snap, fakes the give. Simmons looking to run again around the right side, makes a man miss, cuts it up. And going to be hit after another short gain there. Going to be looking at about 3rd and 6, I believe.
I'll tell you, I'll be honest with you, I misjudged Lakeside a little bit coming in. They are more physical on defense than I had anticipated.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things that I mentioned. We think we were going to have possibly a physicality advantage, but Lakeside sticking those, putting a helmet on a helmet, and they're popping some wood for sure.
It's a good thing you anticipated it and didn't assume, because I would have had a quote for you.
Oh, here we go.
3rd and 5 from the 31-yard line. Twins left, split right. Up back to the right side, carried on to the right of Simmons. Here's the snap. Simmons looking to throw.
Plenty of time.
Now flush from the pocket. Got a flag down as he has a man going across the middle, which is
Bud, isn't it?
No, it's Chase McAllister. But it's going to be a hold on the Leopards, and it's going to negate a great play by McAllister.
It sure is. I mean, he laid out and had to go down to get it. That was one where we actually did have to go down and dig it out of the dirt a little bit. And, it's actually – that was a great job by Sed, because he bought him some time and rifled it in there. And
I thought he was taking off. When he had a little bit of green in front of him, I thought he was going to take off and run, and then all of a sudden he pulled up and fired a bullet in there. But nonetheless, unfortunately, we got to.
I don't know what's going on now.
They called it incomplete.
Oh, okay.
Oh, they called it in. They ruled it incomplete and declined the penalty.
And I'll be honest with you, I wouldn't have declined the penalty, because Malvern very likely will go for it on 4th down, and that's what we're going to do. But I would have much preferred to put a team in 3rd and 15.
Yeah.
Hey, well, to each his own. Hey, Simmons just picked up the flag and he's waving it around.
He said, "I got the flag here."
That looks to me like we just waved that flag off.
I think he was trying to do that there.
Yeah, he did. He said, "Yeah, we'll wave that one off."
Now 4th and 5 from the 31-yard line. We're going to have Twins left, split right. Asher the up back on the right side, carried on to the left of Simmons. Big play in this game, tied at 3:55 left on the clock. Almost gets Lakeside to jump, but no go, and now Coach Plumlee's going to take a timeout and talk about it. So with 3:55 left in the 3rd quarter, score tied 14-14. We'll be back after this.
As MNB continues to grow, we want you to know the one thing that will never change is the way we do business. We still make the process of securing a loan simple and straightforward with a staff of experienced and professional loan officers. MNB has a variety of products and services to fit your individual requirements. Whether it's buying a new home, starting a new business, or expanding your business, our rates are extremely competitive.
You keep moving forward. At MNB, we've got your back. Check us out at mnbbank.com.
Welcome back into Claude Mann Stadium. David Alpe Field. Leopards face a 4th and 5 from the 31-yard line. Going to have Twins left, split right. Asher the up back on the right side and carried on to the left of Simmons. Simmons takes the snap, looking to throw. He doesn't see the man. He's going to be hit and dropped in the backfield. It just absolutely didn't see the guy, and I think he was about to take off, had a lot of room, may have been able to pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, if his eyes would have moved a little bit to his right, there was a ton of room for him to the right. But, Cedric is, he's trying to be a pass-first quarterback. That's how you stay alive in this conference.
It is.
Because if you go running willy-nilly against, Nashville and Arkadelphia and Pulaski Robinson, you're going to be sitting out a few plays every now and then.
Lakeside will take over 1st and 10 on the 36-yard line. Score tied 14-all, 3:46 left in the 3rd quarter. Bring them to the line, trips left. Here's a snap, bobbled a little bit by Ross. We got a flag as well.
Wow.
He's going to be hit right around the line of scrimmage.
Ross did a good job of dragging somebody with him.
Yeah, Isaiah Beard really kind of shot that gap very, very quickly, and you combine that with a bobble, and you've got a rough situation on your hands.
Yeah, you got a firestorm.
Well, I got a false start there on Lakeside.
And interesting that they let him run the play.
Yeah,
I mean, they just that's a shot your quarterback doesn't have to take. Actually, if I'm McBride, I'm a little upset that they made my quarterback take a hit right there.
Yeah, cost him a down too. So I just.
1st and 15 from the 31-yard line.
Should be 1st down.
Yeah, okay. All right. Okay.
Twins right, split left, up back to the right side. Going to be Eccles to the right of Ross. Ross rolling left, or right, looking to throw, just going to throw it away. Going to bring up 2nd and 15.
He had some heat on him too, didn't he, Ben?
That was C.J. Sanders, and it was a good thing too because he had Daniel Gaston behind everybody, but he had no chance to square his shoulders and throw. He would have had to really, let one fly, and because of the pressure, he was not ever going to be able to get his shoulder square to sling it that far. So, that the pressure certainly saved us probably 6 points right there.
2nd and 15 from the 31-yard line. Twins right, split left. Eccles to the right of Ross, up back on the right side. Here's the snap. Ross looking to throw. Boom. Oh, my gosh.
Wow.
Slant route right there, and Logan White took a shot from the isolated player of the game right there, Jacobe Hart.
Let me tell you what that's going to be on every highlight, hot video that we have for a long time, because that's one of the hardest hits that we've seen in quite some time.
Ben, I'm going to tell you, in today's climate, I think we're a little bit lucky we didn't get a hit on a defenseless player right there. I know it's a good old-fashioned football play.
It is. And at what point – but I guess there's a problem with the rule, because when the only other option is to allow him to catch the ball.
I agree. I'm just saying. Twins left, split right.
And that's got to be a false start or timeout.
I think it's going to be a timeout there for Lakeside. We'll take it with them with 3:33 left in the third quarter. Score tied 14-14. We'll be back after this.
Horns Outdoor is ready to serve your outdoor needs at both their Hot Springs and Malvern locations. Horns carries the #1 tractor brand in the world, Mahindra, as well as tractors by Coyote, John Deere, Kubota, LT, and Massey Ferguson. For your residential lawn needs, Horns carries zero-turn mowers by Hustler and Spartan. Horn also carries a full line of outdoor power tools. For all of your outdoor needs, visit Horns at 3505 North Highway 171 in Malvern or at 3034 Albert Pike in Hot Springs.
Welcome you back into Claude Mann Stadium. Lakeside facing a 3rd and 15 from the 31-yard line. Here is the snap. Ross looking to throw. He's going to be flushed.
Whoa.
And
Great
he's
play,
just breaking
guys.
tackles. Still breaking. Ball comes loose. Ross was just bouncing off of Leopard players until the ball finally came out, but Lakeside is able to dive on it and maintain possession to be able to punt the ball away.
Yeah, guess who jumped on it? Number 24.
Yeah, Perigo. I mean,
he's everywhere.
He's Johnny on the spot.
He's everywhere.
What pursuit! What great pursuit by numerous Leopards.
Yeah.
I mean, every time it seemed like he had got away, here's one more Leopard jumping on his back.
Daniel Gaston back to punt for the Rams. Dante Reed deep to receive for the Leopards. Punt's not very good, but it takes a big Lakeside roll. Reed's going to field it and basically just prevent the ball from going any worse field position there.
He saved us at least 15, 20 yards with that the way it was rolling.
I don't think that's on purpose, but it almost had one of those rugby style rolls to it. And that's those things they don't stop. They just keep rolling and rolling and rolling, and then they turn sideways and roll.
They can't stop, and they won't stop.
2:47 left here in the third quarter. 14-14 still a tie ball game, and Leopards need to get some offense going.
1st and 10 from the 34. Twins right, split left. Up back is Asher on the left side. Tailback to the right of Simmons. It is Hart. Give is to Hart. He's hit immediately in the backfield, but is able to fight forward and spin off of a man to pick up a well-gained 1 yard.
The word fight was exactly the right word, because he had to fight for every inch right there, and this has really turned into a very physical contest for two teams that like to spread it out. And in our last game, we threw it all over the place. Lakeside's known for throwing it all over the place, but both teams have come in and said, we're going to run the football and we're going to play physical defense today. This is a little different than I expected, actually.
2nd and 9 from the 35-yard line. Twins right, split left. Asher the up back on the left side. Hart to the right of Simmons. Simmons looks to throw out to Carter Martin. He's got it.
Wow.
Out route out there. He's going to be ran out of bounds. Wow, well back of where I thought he was.
Ooh, yeah.
Only going to get to the 39-yard line.
But that opens up a lot of different opportunities for Cedric. In the 3rd and 5, you can do those sprint outs and give him an opportunity to run, give him an opportunity to pass, or you may try one of those where you get him moving one direction, and we like to run those plays specifically with Malik, where you run that back on the backside and try to pick up on those counters against the grain runs.
3rd and 5 from the 39-yard line. Twins left, split right. Asher the up back on the right side. Simmons takes a snap, looking to throw. Got Seth Stewart on a slant route, and he was wide open with room to run and drops it.
And if we were going to talk about Achilles' heels last week, there were a couple of pass opportunities that we dropped that, there were a couple that may have been touchdowns, actually, if we catch them. And I don't know if Seth would have scored there. He would have had a lot of green. He would have gone a long way if he hadn't have scored. That's one that he's probably, we talked about nightmares. That's probably one he's going to dream about tonight.
Yeah. It's just one of those deals when you know you're that open. A lot of times you take that head and point it forward and look for what you got. Yeah. You just got to watch it all the way in.
Yeah. Yes, those are, you don't want to go in. You do not want to go into the film room and say.
Now we're going to have to hurry to get this one off. Dante Reed on to punt for the Leopards. Snap is away. Kick is low.
Whoa, and that's going to roll for a while.
It is going to roll for a while. Takes a fortunate Leopard roll down to about the 38-yard line, and that was a rush punt because we had to run a man on late.
He almost hit the linebacker in the head. That actually would have been okay, giving us an opportunity. I have actually, by accident, seen a kickoff that line drive hit one of the linemen up front in the chest. It was intended to be a deep kick, but he just kind of line drived it and you get an opportunity to jump on it. It was an accidental onside kick.
He hit that tiger stinger.
Yeah, it's kind of like some of those PATs.
Oh, man.
That they don't get up too high.
All right. Well, Lakeside's going to take over 1st and 10 from the 33-yard line. 1:51 left in the third quarter. Game still tied at 14. Twins left, split right. Here's the snap. Ross looking to throw. 5-yard stick out there to cross. He's making men miss, but going backwards, which is positive for the Leopards if we ever do get him, and we do.
Nice open field tackle.
Dalen Ross.
He ended up turning about a 9-yard gain into a 1-yard gain.
Yeah, Braylon Watson, and that, like Ben said, he kept going backwards, which was fortunate for the Leopards.
That was incredible. I mean, that's one that I would go back and watch the replay on YouTube just for this play to see, exactly how he turned a 2nd and short into a 2nd and long.
Now, being an old D-back, I want to see that hit about 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, well, that Jacobe hit's worth watching, too.
2nd and 8. Twins left, split right. Up back on the left side. Eccles to the right of Ross.
Wow.
Give is to Eccles. He's going to be hit immediately by Trayshawn Mormon and Aiden Richardson.
Guys, we need to get a stop here because, that last series of ours, we get a turnover. We don't take any kind of an advantage of it, and we called on the defense again here on 3rd and 10 to get us a stop and get this offense back out here on the field, and then see if we can't get something going.
Yeah, both defenses are actually playing so physical at this point. You almost wonder if there's going to be one big offensive play, because they're playing 100 miles an hour on defense, and that opens you up for mistakes sometimes.
3rd and 10. Ross looking to throw. He's got a man, but it's going to be just outside of his reach.
Well, that's another good defensive back play there, too. He hit him just as the ball hit his hands. Perfect timing.
Yeah, that was Malik.
Yeah, Malik Relaford on the coverage.
I'm having a little trouble picking the numbers up.
And I'm not going to say that. Dante Reed back deep to receive. 4th and 10 for Lakeside, 33-yard line. 19.7 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's the snap, little low but fielded. Punt is away. Going to go off to the right side.
Get out of the way.
Going to take a Malvern bounce backwards to around the 40-yard line. Leopards will have good field position.
All through the third quarter here, everybody's had decent field positions, and neither team really, because of the stout defensive play, neither team's been able to take advantage of it.
It's almost, kind of like when you watch a heavyweight fight, you have those first round or two is really kind of filling each other out, and then rounds about 3 through 5, they start really throwing heavy punches. I mean, they're in their groove, they're warmed up, they're throwing heavy punches, and if you survive, to get to rounds like 6 through 8, it kind of slows back down. And I feel like that's kind of the point of the fight that we're in. Both teams are still just they're kind of cutting back into that slowing down taking body blows kind of a mode.
1st and 10, bad snap, but fielded by Simmons. He's going to roll out, got a man behind the defense, but it's a little bit underthrown and intercepted.
Yeah.
That was just a bad play from the start. There is a flag.
And actually, I think it probably was the right decision because he was behind the guy. He didn't
get it to him.
Couldn't get enough air under it.
We do have 2 flags down. But judging off the Leopard defense coming onto the field, wouldn't give you much faith in what this call is going to be. Hold on Malvern going to be declined. Like we said, bad snap. Simmons does a good job to field it. He gets his eyes up and sees that we have a man behind the defense and just really wasn't able to set his feet to get enough on it. And, sometimes you just say, you know what, that was kind of a punt, even though it was a punt on 1st down.
Yeah.
But we had seen that on our behalf. The pressure had caused the quarterback to underthrow a pass, and that was the same situation. The pressure from Lakeside caused us to not be able to square and get a full arm strength behind the pass, and as a result, you underthrow it, and that's not what you want when you got the guy beat. You don't want the underthrow in that situation.
1st and 10 from the 35-yard line. Twins left, split right. Here's the snap, fakes the give to Eccles, rolling right, got a man. He's across the 40, the 45, the 50, lowers his head and gets forward to about the 48-yard line. Big play for Lakeside to open the drive, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter. We head to the 4th. Leopards 14, Rams 14. We'll be back after this.
Farmers Bank and Trust is proud to bring you Kasasa. What's Kasasa? It's an easy way to earn cash, no talent necessary. It's like a participation trophy that's actually worth something. You do everyday things, we reward you in cash each month. That's free Kasasa checking. Ask for free Kasasa checking at Farmers Bank and Trust.
Welcome you back into Claude Mann Stadium for an exciting game. Knotted at 14 as we begin the 4th quarter. Lakeside and Malvern. Going to be 1st and 10 for the Rams from the 49-yard line. Here's the snap. Give is to Eccles looking for room around the right side. He's got some. He's across the 40. He's going to have another 1st down for Lakeside there all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Yeah, it doesn't take much of a seam for Eccles to get through it, does it, Ben?
It doesn't, and you got to give Lakeside credit. We have done a pretty good job against the run. They had a game plan. They are not getting away from it. They're going to continue to run it. And part of that may be that we know we're a little thin on defense, and eventually maybe they're just going to try to wear us down.
Tight trips to the right, up back to the right as well. Give is to Eccles looking for room up the middle. Not a lot there, but is able to fall forward for a gain of 1.
Yep, that's Isaiah Beard again. He's really had a really nice game today.
He really has.
And he's had some real spectacular plays, obviously, with the fumble recovery and the 2-point conversion, but then he's had plays like that where he's just done his role, been in the right spot to
stay home,
get a tackle, and keep it to a short gain.
2nd and 9 from the 37-yard line. Going to have a receiver in tight to each side, 2 up backs, 1 to each side. Eccles to the right of Ross. Ross looks to throw, out route, got Cross out there. Going to get near the 1st down. Looks like he's going to be about 2 yards short. That'll bring up 3rd and short.
You got to figure this is 4-down territory for sure. Neither team really seems to have a really strong kicking game, so that opens up for this to be a run, because if you got 3rd and short, obviously you don't feel like you have to get it all on one play. If you can get half of it right here, you've got 4th and really short.
Yeah, and they've had some success, Ben.
3rd and 2 from the 30-yard line. Receiver to each side, up back to each side. Here's the snap. Give is to Eccles. He's got a lot of room out to the right side. Still going as he crosses the 20-yard line. Will be another 1st down for Lakeside.
One of the things you'll notice that we're doing with our corners is when we're playing not really even a lot of cover 2. We're playing a lot of quarters defense, and those corners are backing up, and they're playing a fairly deep in zone coverage. And when you do that, when you have those corners bail out like that and a running back bounces outside, you don't have that support on the edge to cut him back in. And Eccles is taking advantage of that.
1st and 10 from the 20. Here's the snap. Ross looking to throw. Out route to Cross. He's got him. breaks the first tackle, now inside the 10-yard line and brought down as he gets to around the 5-yard line. Lakeside will have first and goal.
That's a nice run and catch there.
It was, and you know they've made some nice adjustments at halftime. They've had some really nice drives. Malvern has managed to put an end to most of them through turnovers.
Yeah.
So this would be a real opportune time for another one down here inside the 5-yard line.
Going to be a tight trips formation to the right, up back to the right as well. Eccles to the left of Ross. First and goal from the 5. Give his to Eccles up the middle. He's got a lot of room. Going to fight for the goal line.
Wow.
Looks like he's going to be just short. Going to be taken down at the 1-yard line.
When I saw him hit that hole, Seth, I thought he was in, standing up. Boy, we closed it quick.
Yeah, there was definitely, when you can see that much of the end zone.
Yeah, that's what
from here.
I could see that orange, and he was running for it, and I thought, goodness gracious. Thanks to our new facilities, we can see one end of the field to the other. It's beautiful in here. I got to brag on it.
Second and goal from the 1-yard line. Same formation, that tight trips to the right, up back over there as well. Eccles to the right of Ross. It's going to be Ross up the middle, and he's going to have enough. Touchdown Lakeside as they retake the lead.
Well, that's that. You know,
10:03. Lakeside took advantage of some good plays. A couple missed plays, but that was a good drive by Lakeside. Give them their due.
And I think it's going to be important for us to answer.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
DeGrassi's kick is away, and it is good. With 10:03 left in the fourth quarter, Lakeside regains the lead 21-14 over the Leopards. We'll be back after this.
Dedication, the quality of being devoted or committed to something. As a member of the Leopard marching band, we learn more than how to play an instrument or march. We learn the importance of responsibility and hard work. We know that every beat has a purpose, and it takes each of us to bring the music to life. We are a family. We are the sound of Claude Stadium. We are the Malvern Leopard marching band, and together we bring the music to life.
Welcome you back into Claude Mann Stadium, David Alpe Field, as we are opening, as Ron said, a fantastic facility. Once again, want to thank our hospitality room sponsors, Jimmy's Chicken, and our press box sponsor, Larry's Pizza, for their support of our program. DeGrassi's sky kick to the left side, going to be fielded by Martin at the 30-yard line, looks to get forward, gets to the sideline, and is able to get a few yards across the 40. Well, actually, they're going to mark him short of the 40 at the 39. Must have stepped out.
Yeah, and I said it's important for us to answer. I think that it's important for a lot of reasons. Number one, if we may need to take some time to settle down defensively, because the last two series, they've actually looked really good.
Yeah.
They've had some really nice drives. We were able to, I think, get a turnover on the previous drive, but the defense kind of needs to reset the engines a little bit, and one of the ways that we can do that is if we have a sustained drive, we go ahead and we tie the game. That would maybe put the edge off a little bit.
First and 10 from the 39-yard line. Twins left, split right. Keith Carradine the back to the right of Simmons. He's going to be hit and taken down for no gain, it looks like. Maybe a short loss.
I'm a little surprised, not surprised, maybe a little bit, of the athletic ability and the mobility of the Lakeside linebackers. I've been watching these three linebackers, and of course, you got 24 all over the place, but the other guys are good. 20's good running around. Yeah. I'll get their names in. And when you got the monster O'Parago back there, and you just kind of turn him loose from a safety to a middle linebacker, but he's going to be that Mike linebacker most of the time. Then you got Ty Davis, another senior in there at a linebacker, number 3.
Here's the snap. Simmons looking to throw. Deep ball, going to be intercepted by Lakeside.
That's the one you got to throw to the outside shoulder, man.
Yeah, and I feel like a little bit Malvern is trying to maybe push what we want to do, even though Lakeside has been trying to take it away. And some of that, you got a sophomore quarterback, and some of it is you start to feel a little bit of pressure because we haven't been moving the ball. They've got a 7-point lead. You feel like you got to make something happen. So this is a real important defensive possession for us.
Yeah, and the Lakeside DB, their corners and safeties have played very well. Their coverage has been outstanding, just really, really good.
Yeah, both defensive game plans have been really, really strong.
1st and 10 from the 22-yard line for Lakeside. They're going to stay in the tight trips to the right, up back to the right as well. Give is to Eccles off the right side. He's following his blockers well, still moving forward. Going to get all the way down to in between, going to give him the 29-yard line.
You know, Ben, it looks to me like, just the way it looks right now, that the Lakeside, the Ram line is getting a lot better push than what they had in the first part of the ball game, and our defense is like their defense too. You know, they've been out there a lot.
Well, when you turn the ball over in your, ran a total of 3 offensive plays, you're asking a lot of the defense.
Yes, you are.
2nd and 3 from the 29-yard line. Here's the snap. Give is to Eccles again. Got a lot of room to run up the middle, still making men miss. Gets all the way to the 45-yard line as Lakeside is just ripping off chunks now.
Yeah, and I think you're starting to see maybe some of that fatigue start to play a role because their holes are getting a little bigger.
Yeah.
And honestly, Eccles looked as explosive in that particular run than he has looked all night.
Yeah.
I mean, he put the afterburners on pretty quickly. And looked like he had a different gear that he's been saving up for the fourth quarter.
Yeah. He had a nice run over there toward their 30-yard line earlier when he hit that seam that showed me some speed.
1st and 10 from the 45-yard line. Snap. Ross looking to throw out route to cross again. Going to be out of his reach. We do have a flag down near the line of scrimmage.
One's got to believe that's probably going to be holding based on where the flag is.
Yeah.
And it came from way in the back. I mean, that I saw that flag flying from about 15 yards downfield.
Coming in like a wounded duck.
Well, I tell you what, Isaiah Beard comes all the way over from the defensive line to help the receiver up who was hurting right there. Nice show of sportsmanship by him. Will be a hold for Lakeside.
One of the things about these kids, I mean, almost to a T, they're all extremely positive.
Good kids.
Really good kids.
Yeah.
And, our oscillated player of the game's one of them. Jacobe's a super kid. He's just as likely to come in tennis shoes as he is cowboy boots, but he's going to wear a smile every single day.
He's going to wear a smile, yes.
1st and 20 now from the 35-yard line. Receivers split to each side, but in tight. Lakeside doesn't like what they're looking like. They're going to spend their second timeout with 8:18 left to go in the game. Lakeside leads Malvern 21-14. We'll be back after this.
Teal Dentistry is a proud supporter of Malvern Athletics. Doctors Jesse and Matt Teal provide a full family dentistry service. From checkups to cleanings to dentures, Teal Dentistry loves working with patients of all ages and strives to make every smile bright. Stop by and meet the friendly staff at Teal Dentistry and let them brighten your smile. Teal Dentistry, 927 South Main Street in Malvern, or call for an appointment, 501-337-9559.
Welcome you back into Claude Mann Stadium. Rams face a 1st and 20 from the 35-yard line. Here's the snap, fakes the give to Eccles. Ross looking to set up a screen, and there's a lot of green out there as he crosses the 40, the 45, down to around the 49-yard line. And, man, that was a big play on 1st and 20.
It is, and they have really – one of the things when you rush as hard as we do with our front four, it opens up the screen for some big plays. I mean, that's that's our defensive scheme is we want to push those front four and when we drop our linebackers back into coverage. We don't really blitz much with our linebackers because our front four is so good. But when you do that and those guys get upfield, it does open up the screens for some big plays.
2nd and 6 from the 49-yard line. Snap, give to Eccles. Looking for room around the left side. Not a lot there. Going to be hit and dropped after a gain of 1. Ball comes out late, but the whistle had already blown.
This is a really big play. It's going to be about 3rd and 5. You need to get the ball back. We got 7 and some change left to go, and with the way that they're running the ball, you do not want to give them an opportunity to chew off another 2 or 3 minutes and then stick one in, because that pretty much would put it out of reach. This is a big opportunity for a stop and get the ball back here.
3rd and 5 from the 50. Receivers split to each side, up back on each side. Eccles to the right of Ross. Move Eccles over to the left. Here's the snap, fakes the give to him. Ross looking to throw. It's intercepted. Oh, my. What a play there by number 34, Dalen Ross.
Dalen.
That was
Not Dalen Ross. I'm sorry, Braylon Watson.
Braylon Watson.
I'm sorry. I got excited.
Whoa. Now, you talk about just reaching up and snagging one.
And Braylon Watson is one of the guys that we've talked about that has really stepped up in this with the opportunity that COVID has produced, and that he has earned the opportunity to play even when we have a full group. But we've got Jabri out. Now he stepped in and he made a huge play.
And when you watch this, look at how open the receiver's breaking out there on that out route. It was going to be a clear first down.
And a lot of room after that.
Oh, yeah. Leopards come to the line, 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. A little bit of confusion.
We're going to have to call timeout so we don't get a penalty.
And we will take a timeout with 6:49 left in the fourth quarter. Leopards trail by 7, trying to go punch it in. We'll be back after this.
Identity, the indicating factor of who or what someone is. Every day is a new chance to discover who I am, who I will become, and what will become of my future. The moment you realize that pride plus loyalty equals success, and that it takes hard work to be the best, something magical happens. To be a Malvern Leopard is to be a scientist, an artist, an engineer, an athlete, and a leader. My identity is clear. I am a Malvern Leopard.
Going to be 1st and 10 for the Leopards from the 42-yard line. 6:49 left in the fourth quarter. Going to come to the line. Twins left, Twins right. Asher the up back on the left side. Simmons virtually alone back there.
He made some adjustments, too.
Here's the snap. Simmons looking to throw out route. Got Bud Johnson out there. Going to be hit immediately after the catch, but going to be a nice gain of 4 on the play.
It's good to see Bud in there. He's a little gimped up and beat up.
We're going to hurry up. We're getting to the line very quickly, much quicker than we have throughout the game.
Yeah.
Going to stay in the same formation. Twins right, Twins left. 2nd and 6 for the Leopards from the 38-yard line. Here's the snap. Simmons takes it immediately, running, following his blockers. Nice job. He's got a seam. He's up over the 20, down to around the 18-yard line. That was just immediately Simmons.
How about that block by number 64, Jeremy Beck? I mean, he
pancaked him.
I mean, that was a great job. That was the block that sprung it, and there's a new sense of urgency. If you go back and you look at big plays, they can springboard your entire attitude.
1st and 10 from the 19. Twins right, Twins left. Here's the snap. Simmons rolls to his right, looking to throw. Not a lot there. Going to tuck it and get across to about the 15-yard line and be run out of bounds there.
And you can kind of sense it, can't you? You can kind of see that there's a little pep in the step that we didn't have earlier in the half. You get a big interception back at midfield, and your entire outlook changes. And we can see that. I think the offense is playing faster, playing harder.
Yeah.
Here's a snap. Simmons looking to run. Not a lot there. He's going to be hit and dropped for a loss of 1 and a flag on the play in the area of what normally would be holding. Not good for the Leopards.
That hurry up is actually something I was referring to earlier.
Something we haven't seen. Yeah.
That's. Let me just say, there's more of it,
Personal
and you know
foul.
that too. Yeah.
Chop block.
Whoa.
So that's going to back Malvern up a good ways now. Going to turn what was a 2nd and 6.
Wow. I guess.
That's a personal foul at 15 yards.
Yeah, I thought it was 20 there.
That's a biggie.
So going to turn a 2nd and 6 into a 2nd and 21. Yeah, the board says 20. I'm going to stay with 21.
I'm going to stay with 21 also.
Twins right, Twins left. Asher the up back on the left side.
Those 11-yard penalties are hard to come by.
Here's the snap. Well, it was 15 because it was 2nd and 6.
Oh wow!
That might be intercepted.
No, it's not. It was it's harmlessly incomplete.
Wow.
Was almost intercepted. Another flag, and it's going to be holding. And the Leopards are going backwards quickly.
We're going the wrong way, guys.
And just like that, you can deflate yourself. I mean, you could tell that we've had some momentum, pep in the step, moving a little faster, and I think that's one of the reasons we may have gone to the hurry up because it keeps that emotion flowing. It keeps the vigor in, and then you get a couple of penalties, it slows you down.
Yeah.
It not only backs you up, but it slows you down.
With 5 minutes and 28 seconds and the Leopards down 14-21 and going the wrong direction, we've got our work cut up for us now. We got to get down to the 9-yard line to get a 1st and 10.
2nd and 31 from the 40-yard line. Here's the snap. Tunnel screen to Dante Reed set up. Not a whole lot of room there.
Wow.
And he's going to lose a yard.
That was one of those that looked like there was more room to the outside toward the Lakeside bench, and he saw a seam into the middle and just closed up on him.
Yeah, usually on your play chart, you don't have many 3rd and 31 plays tucked in the back.
No.
And again, I'm told there'd be no mouth, but it's 3rd and 32. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you. I'm looking right at it.
You're right, yeah.
From the 41-yard line, twins right, twins left, up back on the right side. Simmons rolling right, looking to throw. He's now going to take off, and that lane closes shortly, but gets the pass away. I think he's past the line of scrimmage again.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's this flag going to be?
Would have been a nice catch.
Was he past the line of scrimmage?
He's clearly past the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
And down.
A little slow to get up. Dante Reed, a little slow to get up, too, after making the catch and run. 2 guys down, one Lakeside, one Leopard.
That was a collision over there.
Well, we're going to take an injury timeout. We'll get all this sorted out when we come back. 4:36 left in the 4th quarter. Leopards trail Lakeside 21-14. We'll be back after this.
Welcome to Larry's.
Hey guys, my name is Garrett. I've been coming to Larry's Pizza here in Malvern ever since it opened. My favorite is baked potato, chicken honey mustard. I love it. Come on down to Larry's.
It's so good you don't even know.
Larry's Pizza has buffet Tuesday and Friday nights starting at 5 p.m. Call us here at Larry's Pizza for all your specialty and game day pizza needs.
We want the Malvern Leopards to have a successful football season.
Go Leopards!
Welcome you back into Claude Mann Stadium as the Leopards now face a 4th and 37 from the 46-yard line. Got twins left, twins right, Asher the up back on the left side. Here's the snap. Simmons looking to throw. He's flushed, and he's going to be hit and dropped at the 47-yard line. Lakeside will take over on downs there.
This is
4:20 left in the game. Malvern has 1 timeout, so you got to make a stop pretty quickly.
Yeah, this is quickly turning into a no bueno situation, right? You put yourself in a 4th and long, and then this is.
Well, you get some really untimely penalties too. I mean, geesh.
Yeah, inside the red zone.
Inside the red zone. You
chance to tie it up and just penalty after penalty after penalty.
So this is a must-stop situation. I mean, obviously, you gotta get a stop here, and you can't allow more than 1 or 2 first downs to have a chance to get the ball back.
Snap give is to Eccles, looking for room around the right side. He's got some. He's going to pick up about 5 or 6 there.
He hit that seam again, Ben, and it's just there. It wasn't there earlier, and there's just enough there he can get through it and get through it with authority.
And, when we talk about in the NFL, they talk about 4th quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Guys that get stronger as the game goes on, and he is clearly playing his best football in the late 3rd and now into the 4th quarter.
He's like one of those backs. The more you feed him, the better he gets.
2nd and 5 from the 47-yard line. A little bit of shift there for Lakeside. Tight trips over there with an up back. Eccles to the left of Ross. Give is to Eccles, looking to run on the right. He's got a lot of room. He's going to have the first down as he gets down to around the 40-yard line. Looks like they're going to call it the 41.
Yeah, they keep going to that right side to our left side over there, and Coach McBride's found his offensive coordinator's found something over there they like.
It's yards.
Yeah, it's yards after yards.
Like yards.
It's gains after gains. Yeah. Golly.
Yeah.
The old yards per carry.
The old yards per carry.
3:26 and counting. Stay in the same formation for the Rams here. 1st and 10, and they are in no hurry to snap the ball from the 40-yard line. Eccles to the left of Ross. Here's the snap. Give is to Eccles up the middle. Going to fight forward for yardage. Looks like he's going to have about 4 yards there. Bring up 2nd and 6 from the 36.
And if you're Malvern, you're starting to think about selling out. You're starting to think about big run blitzes, and the danger is when you have a team that is as adept as Lakeside is at passing, they can put the nail in the coffin with you. They can play action, and bingo, bango, bongo, they're up 28-14, and you don't have really the time to come back at that point.
And actually, Lakeside's got a lot more weapons than the two previous teams we played too. They're more versatile.
Tight trips to the right, up back on the right as well. Eccles to the left of Ross. Here is the snap give is to Eccles. He's following his blockers, and he's going to be near the line to gain.
Of course, the flip side of that is if you're picking up 5 yards a carry, you don't mess with what's working.
Exactly right.
When the clock is running, I would not. It's going to be 3rd and 1 from the 31-yard line, and it is a short one.
And I bet you we sell out here.
2:08 and counting. Again, Leopards had to take 2 timeouts earlier, only have 1 remaining.
Sometimes we do a 3-man front, a 4-man front. I would imagine this would be a 4-man front or maybe even a 5-man.
3rd and 1. Here's the snap. Going to be quarterback all the way. Ross has got the first down and more. He's going to be down to the 27-yard line. 1st and 10 for Lakeside there.
A little extracurricular activity over there, no flags or whatever, but they got the Lakeside player off the field real quick.
That's one of the benefits of staying over there by your sideline.
Yeah.
You keep running over. That's one reason I think they're probably running over to their sideline, because they can take control of an out-of-hand situation and get their guys off the field really quickly.
It looked like a towel issue again.
1st and 10 from the 28-yard line, 1:33 and counting. Here is the snap give is to Eccles up the middle. Going to be hit and drop pretty quickly. Going to be a gain of probably 3. Going to bring up 2nd and 7, but the clock continues to roll.
I think we called timeout. That was a situation where we did sell out, and we had an opportunity. We had a hand around his waist in the backfield, but Eccles is, we talked about him running really strong here in the 4th quarter. He was able to fight through it and actually pick up about 3 yards right there.
Leopards now out of timeouts and just in straight-up desperation mode here. Got to make a lot of plays and got to make them quickly.
Got to make them quick. It would really surprise me to see the Rams go into the air at all, even if they get down.
Oh, Lord, no.
Because 2 reasons: run the clock, and I don't think there's any big thing to be gained by McBride running it up on the Leopards. I think maybe those days are over. Could you go back to the relationship between these two coaching staffs and
what you don't know is what is there. That's what I was going to ask. They're in the victory formation. They may be able to just run the clock out.
That's what I'm thinking.
With the 40-second play clock, they pretty much can.
It wouldn't surprise. That was going to be my point. It would not surprise me to see him take a knee.
They are in a modified victory formation, shotgunning. For those who never go under center. Snap. What are we doing? I'm very confused.
Yeah.
Okay. See what Lakeside was content to do is they were just going to run the clock for as long as they could. Malvern was just standing there. You got to go after it.
Hey, what offense is that? We'll stand here and we'll look at it. Yeah, the kids just didn't realize, that. Well.
Yeah, well.
I will say this, under other circumstances, Lakeside would have been trying to do everything they could to score under previous circumstances. Now, I'll just leave it at that, Ben.
Yeah, right.
3rd and 16, 41 seconds left. Lakeside taking it down. This will be the last play of the game. Takes the snap and takes the knee.
And that'll be it.
That'll do it. So, the Leopards will come out of non-conference schedule with a record of 1-2 as we get prepared to take on our first 7-4A opponent as we welcome Bauxite here to Claude Mann Stadium next week. We hope you join us.